Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've been hearing people talk more and more throughout my entire life about how maybe I should have a guide dog. I respect that point of view, but I'm still not ready to necessarily assume that level of responsibility. A guide dog isn't just a pet. Guide dogs are specialized animals. Usually, a guide dog are specific breeds, such as a Labrador or Retriever, and it takes about a year and a half to train them by a human being. And you have to, when training a blind dog, you do so because the intention is to help the individual, the blind person, be able to move around their environment more freely. It helps them avoid obstacles than just walking with a cane like I normally do. And actually, the guide dog could allow you to move about considerably quicker even. Now, the guide dog sees the obstacles, but it's up to the human to read the cues from the dog and interpret what they're saying. So there is a play between the human and the guide dog. Now, the guide dog does provide several advantages. For example, over time, they actually do become really good company, like a loyal friend. Also, guide dogs help spark conversations with people out there in the world. People who love dogs or are just curious about dogs. So it's not uncommon to speak to lots of people you don't know because of the dog. It also helps instill a sense of pride for the individual, for the person who requires the dog. And it's even though given these advantages, only about 2% or less than 2% of blind people have a guide dog. And there's several reasons for this. One, for example, is that a guide dog isn't just an animal, as I said before, or just your pet, but they have specific necessities and require attention throughout the day, every day. So for example, they need to be fed twice a day, special food. They need to be taken out several times during the day, up to 8 times perhaps. Even if it's snowing, raining, or there's sleet, you still have to take them out to do their necessities. They're not robots. They're live animals and they need to be stimulated, just like people do. So when we're out and about with the dog, I need to stay focused as much as he does because it's a team and we have to make sure that the dog does not get distracted because they can and they're still dogs. Dogs also can get sick, and that's another issue, and there is a cost associated with that. So we have to continue to take care of them throughout their 11 years of service. After 11 years, the dogs are generally retired. There is a law in Canada, as well as in many countries, that protects the accessibility to guide dogs, and people. So generally where dogs are not allowed, there's an exception, actually everywhere, for guide dogs to have accessibility. Yet, in practicality, that isn't necessarily the truth, and it's not uncommon to actually feel discriminated. It's not easy to train a guard dog, and it takes about a year and a half to do. It has to be done by people who know exactly how to do it. It's an arduous complex process. Well, so I hope that one day I'll be bold enough to assume the responsibility and have a dog myself. Thank you very much.